Hello everyone. So this time I'll be playing Juli, who is playing a Beastmaster, and I will be playing the Druid. I am expecting him to do some aggression play. I will try and counter that with my own aggression. And what I mean by that is that I will plant a tree to get some creatures out, and I will also give me a cheetah speed. In case he moves 2, I can attack him next turn. Or a creature that he summons. Yeah, we might get a forge here. I don't think so, but yeah, we'll see what he does. I'm gonna be eating at the same time, so I might not talk as much, but I'll try and get my thoughts out. I suspected this move, and this is also why I put the Phone Lasher there and not there, so the Beastmaster cannot connect. The only way he connects is with a speed and goes one space and there. This is an extremely bad roll, so I'm very happy with that, because everything gets soaked by regeneration. Didn't think he would handle Binshala the bird. I would probably suspected going to strength. I had enough mana, so it was nothing about that. I just had to make sure. Now I also hinder this one. We're both under average at least. I'm slightly above with the 1 extra damage, but my damage sticks. Will be interesting to see what the Beastmaster does, and he does a crocodile. An armor next turn is the play to go, but it will be my initiative, so I might as well. Yeah, another creature, so I shouldn't waste my turn here. The croc is a bit underrated, I feel. Some people completely discard it because it's a very expensive creature and that the dice are relatively small. But the upside is the grapple works wonders, and that the death roll, the 4+ bleed, is extremely hard to deal with. The fact that it also has tough 2 with free armor and quite high amount of life is really nice. This croc is annoying. I really don't want. I need to kill it. I think if I start trading, the bleeds will overwhelm me. Because I can't heal it with the wine tree, so I have to use spark skin or a heal. I will not do my first quick cast in case he has Tanglewine on himself to try and focus my mage. Which is the only thing I did not really prepare for at all. But he did not. Perhaps he did start with a teleport. But we will see. And yeah, that's actually kind of insane. I actually just one-shot it. So that was a really good move by me because I got lucky. But I had to. But yeah, I was super lucky. That hurts him a lot. And hopefully enough to tilt this even more into my favor. I'm thinking I'm in a decent spot right now, but it all depends how well what he will do now. I'm not too sure. I think he would buff himself and try and kill one of my Pawn Lashers. And if he do and they survive, hopefully I can set up for. Okay, so this I did not want. I didn't really see this one coming, so that's another really good play by Juli. In July. I'm rolling like crazy now. I don't know. So that's gonna be probably 6 dice, I think, if I'm not mistaken. No, 5. Oh yeah, he's not in the same zone. 3 crit. So that's 4 damage that I can heal completely off. However, my tree does not have armor. Sure, it's crits, but I mean, I rolled crit and I did a lot. I mean, it was average damage, but all crits here. And here I did more than average, all crits. I feel sorry for the dude, and especially since it happened before the joint strength. Yeah, so this, I'm gonna take away 2 damage here. And I will put them on my druid, because I want that tree to live. And this time I will put down the Meridas, and if possible, run 2 paces here, 1, 2, 1, 2, to attack this, because this guy is not hindering me. I might as well, if possible, Surging Wave. Surging Wave and then move there and plant the Meridas, because I'm pretty sure he will move. That's her boulder, that's 7 dice. With that 5 dice, so my tree should die this turn. So Meridas is nothing I really have to play fast, because it's in the next upkeep phase. So just playing it now to make my tree survive is a bit risky. But I should play a wall. But I'm not quite sure if it's the right call. I might want a creature out before I do that. Best play, but it is at least a play to make him react. And if he moves down, I can Surging Wave him into the wall and also drag him back with the Phone Lasher and potentially get him through the wall again. Or through the wall at least once with the other Phone Lasher. But it's a tough call. Really didn't want to push, just in case. So I have forced the Phone Lasher to drag him. Which I assume it will happen regardless. I just wanted the day's chance in case he has an attack spell to follow up with the Falcon. Because he still needs to do 12 damage to that tree. I like this move. He realizes that he has to make me hindered. So I think this is the correct call. be doing. Oh, it's giant size. That's actually a really good. Since his creature was close to dying. Oh, another bad roll. Oh, I'm so sorry. And for the wall damage, I have to do that as the best. And I do not get it. But I do a ton of damage. I do 5 damage with 3 dice. Once again, this is getting ridiculous. So at this point, dice is doing wonders for me, and it's a curse for him. So he's done 7 dice. And here comes the Hurl Rock. But I do believe, yeah, it's a 50-50 if he misses it. And this was my gamble in the start. Oh, and he avoids fumbling it at least, and he does 7 damage. Now he's still 2 damage off. So if any of the rolls he has done would have been average, yeah, he would have killed it. So that was basically 12 dice on a 3, and I do 5 crit. It's not about druids really here, it's just about ridiculous RNG. Uh, but at the same time, how fun is it when a game is just about averages? You do 5 damage on 5, like, yeah. It's also make everything so predictable. So now the tree will go down to 6, still at 2, then it still needs to take 6 damage. The giant size lasts for 1 more round, so I will ignore this Thunder Falcon completely, and I will just continue and trying to kill the I don't really know what to say. I feel bad for Juli. I think he or she played extremely well. I mean, this croc was amazing. I was completely floored by it. The fact they could grapple me when I really just want to run around and hit stuff every turn. And the fact that this hasn't died, that he couldn't hinder my druid from getting the extra 7 damage there. Just a lot of small things have been adding up for me now, and it's getting. And this is what basically happens when all these things adds up in your favor while he's rolling below average. So remember, he hit this with 5 dice, did 2 damage. He hit this tree with 4 damage, and in it region at all. So that's still a below average on everything. That's with no zero. My effects roll has been garbage, but I've been rolling such high dice numbers, so much just pure damage that it's getting ridiculous. So that's a wall of bone. Boulder. I can boulder anything. Let's see, 1, 2, 1, 2, anything but this zone. Then that's a double move. And 2 should kill him, definitely. Start healing 4. I will link away 2 and I will heal 2, so which means I will remove this bleed with do a decent amount of damage. It's not enough to kill him. But I assume that's a rhino hide. What I will do next turn is I will deploy the Corrosive Orchid, because it has an attack trait. And since I do not believe this Druid will, the Beastmaster has a teleport in his hand, or if he does, it will be forced by deployment of the flower. And also if there's any sort of block, the flower will soak it because it's unavoidable. And I should be able to kill him. I do not believe the vision is blocked because it's the center from this zone. This is blocked. So my first quick is to attack him, because I do suspect that it would be some sort of heal on his hand if he also doesn't have it. I do believe he had a heal on his hand, probably. Since he had to deal with the threat of me teleporting him here, it made more sense to do the equipment. But it's still quite hard for me to finish off someone when I start building an army here on, we'll say, the left side, and then they move away. So I had to use a lot of my resources that I didn't really want to. So yeah, I really thought he would have a nullify when he stood here. And I was here so that I could just boop, pop him over. So yeah, I think we're both agreeing. In a great game. The fact that my lasher didn't take any damage at all was nice. I think you couldn't. And I think Juli is pointing out some really good things here that most people don't really see when they see the card, and why I think it's almost played too rarely. Instead, it's good in all terrains pretty much, and yeah, especially with everything Juli is saying is making sense to me, and I definitely agree. I think it's a incredible creature. And quite maybe it's a bit too expensive, but I don't think so. Maybe spell book point wise, I think it's right there. And I think it's overall just a good creature. But yeah, I've overlooked it a lot. But now, like when you actually face him, and you're like, oh shit, yeah, that's what it does. So. Yeah, I'm just gonna end the. I guess we're gonna just discuss this for a bit, but I really believe that he played really well. I think this was a good match. I'm not sure if I made all the right decisions, but it worked out. Perhaps I could have played Meridas when I thought about it, instead of Surging Waving him, because he actually hit the tree. But then again, I kinda have to make him 50% miss the kill potential. So yeah. Well, I had the pleasure playing with you, and thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.